Houston, inside the training room of the visiting clubhouse at Minute Maid Park during Game 1 of the World Series, friends kept dropping by to apologize to Atlanta Braves pitcher Charlie Morton for his misfortune. His response to them, and to others who reached out and wished him well after a comeback or broke his leg, was the same: "I'm sorry." The guy who wore a 102-mile-per-hour shot off his right fibula in the second inning was sorry. The guy who worked through the pain to face 3 more batters, and retire all of them, was sorry. The guy who pushed himself so far that his leg quite literally gave out under the stress of his effort was sorry. And if that doesn't tell you everything you need to know about Charlie Morton, Atlanta star Freddie Freeman said, "I'm not sure what does." Pain, it's important to understand, always has been part of Morton's baseball experience. It's not something he'd ever wish on anyone else. Morton is legendarily earnest, as his apologies illustrate, but has here now, still playing baseball at 37 years old, because of what he learned in the first half of his career, when all he seemed to know was what it felt like for his body to betray. There were injuries big and little, prime years lost and talent stolen, and eventually Morton started to understand that his job entails coming to terms with a barbaric reality. Throwing a baseball for a living necessitates embracing the hurt. Still, what Morton did Tuesday night went beyond pain tolerance. The tone he set in Atlanta's 6-2 victory over the Houston Astros was abundantly clear. He wanted to win a championship so badly that he'd pitch until his body no longer let him. He wanted to do it against the team with whom he won a ring in 2017 and for the team to which he returned this year after nearly a decade and a half away. He was doing exactly what we hired him to do, Atlanta manager Brian Snitker said. Bring credibility. He did it all year. He did it tonight. And I hate it for him. He really is the kind of guy that would break his leg and say he's sorry. Atlanta signed Morton to a 1-year, $15 million deal last November because his wizened arm could still whip 97 miles per hour fastballs and feather 80 miles per hour curveballs, sure, but more than that, it was for the same reason he was so beloved in the Tampa Bay Rays and Astros clubhouses before Atlantis. Having Morton around is an exercise in joy and amusement, in seeing someone who bursts with good vibes except for when he's being self-deprecating. He goes 8 innings, give. He genuinely, sincerely feels like he shouldn't have given up a run. Everyone knows his résumé, and his humility is something you wouldn't expect from someone with that kind of résumé. He's just so genuine all the time, very open with anything he's thinking to anybody. Doesn't matter if you've never played a day in your life or you've got 20 years in the big leagues.